What's up, y'all? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Well, I just got finished actually at the dentist. I was sitting here fretting this morning because I had a temporary crown on my, I guess what's left of my tooth, and it cracked last night, and I wasn't eating on it, so I've been sitting here feeling this jaggedy cap of a crown since last night, and I came in this morning, and boom, 25 minutes, they got another one put. I don't know how they do that stuff. I mean, literally, they boom, 20 minutes, they were done. So while I was waiting there, I was looking at the news, and Mike McCarthy said that there are no restrictions whatsoever on Dak Prescott because of the ankle and stuff, that he is good to go for everything in practice to get ready for Tampa Bay. That's great news. The bad news is Lyle Collins, who got a neck stringer, which is basically kind of like a pinched nerve in your neck, and it kind of, it's kind of, you get numbness and so forth when you have something like that happens, and it's usually a 1 to 2 week type thing. So it's been about a week. He's not practicing yet. Now, hopefully, he's getting treatment, and they just keep him out of abundance of caution. This is going to be not your usual week because the game is on Thursday. And typically, what will happen is players are off on Tuesday, they practice on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday's the travel day, in which case they have a walkthrough, and then come Sunday they play. Well, basically everything gets kicked back, so we're beginning the process now of getting ready for Tampa Bay. Mike McCarthy said something that was kind of interesting. He was talking about being a jack of all trades. The way this thing goes is, I'm a jack of all trades. I do a little bit of everything. When it comes to, I've built houses from the ground up where I do literally everything but the foundation, although I can lay cinder blocks. I did plumbing, I did electrical, everything but the HFC. I'm a jack of all trades. But with that, what happens is when you're a jack of all trades, they say you're not a master of none, because you spend so much time learning everything that you never actually get one thing down pat. Follow me? And there's a lot to be said for that, because he was saying, you don't want to be the jack of all trades and you end up watering down what the players do. You want to be one thing or the other that you're really, really good at, that you have it down perfect. It doesn't do you good. Here's a better example. If you go to a restaurant and you look at the menu and it's like this thick, okay? It's an Italian restaurant, right? You see the lasagna and the pizza and everything else, but then they also do barbecue. And then they have some Chinese food on it. The problem is because that menu is so encompassing, most of that stuff is frozen or it's really old. If you're doing barbecue, real good barbecue is slow and low and takes like overnight 15, 20 hours to do it right. If you're doing Chinese food and you're doing barbecue, it might not be bad, but go to the guy that just does barbecue. That's his focus, okay? Because he's going to know how to do that barbecue great, because he's been doing that and only that forever. He might not do Chinese food as good. And the same thing about the guy that does Chinese food, he might not do the pulled pork the same way. That's being a jack of all trades and a master of none. I don't know if he learned this from on-hand experience. See, this might be a window into what happened last year. Remember last year when Mike Nolan came in? And sometimes ideas that you hear aren't exactly, they sound good at first, but they may not be that good. We heard Mike Nolan say, we're going to be a hybrid defense so we can match up with everything. And when you hear that, that's like, yeah, you're right. Because some weeks you're going to have to play the run real big. You know, some teams going to have some great running backs. Other weeks, you're going to have to deal with a team that can pass the ball real good. So you want to have, you know, a little bit of everything. See, that's a Walmart. Walmart has a little bit of everything. It may not have the brand that you like and stuff, but they got a couple of them over here. And herein lied the problem. You looked at the Cowboys' defense, they looked so, I called it dazed and confused, because it was like they didn't really know what they wanted to be. They were trying to fit everybody's taste, and you couldn't. And that's the same thing with that Italian restaurant that does barbecue and Chinese food. They're trying to get everybody, but in the end, when you go in there, you're like, ugh. They're cooking a lot of foods that's been frozen because they have to have shelf life. They have stuff that's kind of gotten old and a little bit tangy tasting, and not tangy in a good way, as in old. And that's the difference of being a jack of all trades versus mastering stuff. And that's what you need to figure out. What is the things that we do the best? And that's what you need to focus on first. Getting that down pat, and then you add other wrinkles to go with it, because you can't be ground and pound and air Coryell at the same time. I'm hoping that Mike McCarthy and crew learned a lot from last year, and that they got this stuff down pat, where we're going to be the best team that we can be. What kind of team is that going to be? I don't know. But I'm betting on the defensive side of the ball, it's going to be going after the quarterback. I just have that feeling that we're going to be attacking the quarterback. Hope you guys are having a great day tonight. Literally 8.5 hours from now, we'll be doing our live stream. I hope you tune in for it. Hopefully the tooth and stuff, that this stuff will wear off, and won't have any problems talking. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon.